I want to talk about AI for a little bit. AI is just reshaping e-commerce from chat-based shopping to predictive analytics. How is it Hubify leveraging AI to either support the platform or the back-end technology?
I think AI gets a disproportionate amount of the sexy marketing chats that happen. And like, it's definitely something that everyone wants addressed. But now if you fast forward, I think particularly for finance and accounting, there's really automation, like deterministic automation. And then there's AI, which is more probabilistic. I'm going to get this, close, but it's more of an estimate within a range, and it's more of prediction of what can happen versus this is the true actual correct accounting. We disproportionately fall more into the automation and deterministic side of the house in terms of solutions, because we believe that's fundamentally what accounting and the accountability that accountants are held to need when it comes to the next gen automation tools. Because the minute you have an AI hallucinate and give you some random total that was off because of some outlier that got trained in your model, which happens quite often on these new platforms, that's the end of them ever trusting that AI, and the value is then diminished completely because they're going to spend more
Right.
time with the controls around the box than they get out of the box. That said, I think there is a ton of incredibly valuable use cases. We're launching a new product later this year, which is really twofold. One, it allows folks to query or ask kind of about a customer or a scenario, and then we'll help to codify that scenario and say, hey, here's a lot about this customer, the subscription, and how much they owe. Rather than jumping around to two or three systems, I think having all that data in one place and then using a chatbot and AI or even agents at some point to then go and say, hey, here's what I should be looking at and give me all the context that the human being in the loop needs. I think there's a bunch of great use cases there. I also think dunning is a key one, which is, going out and figuring out exactly where, from a collections perspective, you should be spending your time, and then ultimately automating those first and second degree reach outs where there are dollars that are owed for revenue that's already recognized. Like that is I think a very key use case that I'm seeing people invest in, which is absolutely where they should, because it makes it easier on the end customer. It also makes it easier on the organization itself to highlight exactly what needs action taken. And if there is action taken, then go ahead and have the agent take the action.